Alright, let's see. So I could do an archer run, but I wanna restart. Ah. Oh. I want those vagrants. I kinda want those vagrants. Okay. So, plan for this run is, we haven't done a proper warrior run yet. And I feel like today's the day for it. Now, I could ram these guys, but let's actually use the... Wow, the warrior is a tough sucker. Let's actually use the warriors today. Let's grab swordsman, cleric, and see what they're about. Because up until now, I've just had minimal interest in actually making a warrior build work. But I think a warrior build with some ample healing and maybe enchanters would do the trick. I'm not sure. We'll find out. And then maybe I'll try and go for that healer conjurer build that I've been really wanting to try and haven't succeeded at pulling off yet. He's slow. Alright, this is the final wave at least. The warrior is a tanky sucker, but yeah, warrior runs are hard. Yeah, I can imagine. Which? I've never tried this one. Creates an area that ricochets around the arena, deals damage per second. I'll have to try the witch someday. Not for this run, though. This music always jams. It's so good! So, I should probably mention it, seeing as we're right here, right now. So the developer of this game made this in about 3 months, and was originally going to move on to, like, another project. But decided, due to SNKRX's generally high reception, they decided, alright, let's keep working on this, at least for a little while. Hey, thank you Arctic Mists, bleh, for the 3-month resub. And thank you, General Bacon, for the 1,000-month, or 1,000-month, no, that would be impressive, no, 1,000 bits, yeah, time for train, yeah. Alright. We definitely are going to need some firepower here. We're getting outscaled a little bit. There we go. I need some more warriors. So, SNKRX updates in the future? Yeah. All warriors have extra attack speed based on... Yeah. Based on missing HP. Let's go with that. Let's see. Infestor, Scout, Archer... I guess I'm gonna grab the Scout. Congrats for being sub for over 80 years. Anyway, so the developer added, I think with the last update, they actually added like a whole new class. The Sorcerer, which I'm hoping we get to see and use today. But beyond that, they're hoping to do weekly updates for the next 3 months. 1 to 3 months. At which point, then they'll call the development done. But mostly it's going to be new content, some rebalancing. Let's see, new content, rebalancing. And I want to say they were planning on like a new game mode that was something. I don't know about the new game mode, to be honest. Let's see. Magician and Wizard. Oh, wait, there's a difference between the two? Here, I'm going to sell the Rogue. Let's grab a Wizard. The other alternative is we just go lean in hard, go Mage. We've got Wizard, Chronomancer, and Magician right off the bat. Yeah, let's do it. Oh, is this wave 6 or is this wave 5? Okay, it's still wave 5. You know the immediate problem I have with this that I realize? I'm digging the Wizard, though. He seems to have unlimited range, which is actually kind of nice. Okay, and I think the... Well, we're dead. It's okay. I could have maybe tried to pull that off with the Cleric, but, like, it's not worth it. Let's just do Vagrant and Cleric. I really want to get the Warrior run going, but it was not exactly giving me what I was looking for. One thing I'd love to see out of the New Game Plus is just slightly more shop control. I realize RNG is just kind of natural for these games, and you're very reliant on them. Or reliant on RNG giving you what you need. But I feel like the more New Game Pluses you go up, you should almost have more control as it gets harder and harder. Maybe. Let's see. Also, thank you, Techhead Fox, for the sub, and welcome in. Let's see. So how do you run Vagrant? Feels worse than the Archer. So I think the Vagrant is equal part a filler character and also meant to be used as part of the Psyker build more than anything else. Let's just go long train. I think that's the other issue. So, I think the point is the Vagrant sings, specifically when you're using the, when you have a bunch of different classes represented at once. That's why it's a 3 class. And so the point is, I don't think it's very good until you get, you know, a bunch of active classes, at which point he gets a massive damage bonus and just starts sniping things. Arcanist. Oh! Class Sorcerer launches a slow-moving orb that launches projectiles to... Alright, going all in on Sorcerer. We'll see how this goes. Let's see, but yes, I also believe that oh gosh. I believe that the Sorcerer does have, or not the Sorcerer, the Vagrant has way more HP than most. Vagrant, not Sorcerer. I don't know, I'm distracted. This game's not easy, and throws me off. I'm liking what I see with the Sorcerer, though. Those orbs are kind of fun. Okay, just got to use the Cleric as a battering ram, which is rough. Yeah, Sorcerer's new, right? Yes. I'm really curious about them. Okay, there we go. I'm enjoying the little summoned things that shoot. They're kind of fun. I'm curious about what the other ones are. Extra AoE, extra payback, or berserking. Let's go with Unleash. Unleash, I think, is universally really useful. Let's get the next level of Cleric. So, extra attack speed for the orb. 2 projectiles are released per cast. What's the Sorcerer get? Repeat their attacks once every 4-3-2 attacks. Interesting. I'm gonna get a Swordsman just to put in the front of the train. So there are more units and classes. Currently, the new class is Sorcerer, which comes with at least... I want to say it's 1 class, 8 new... like, 1 new class, and then 8 new, blobs. Segments? I don't know what to call them. Okay, I'm just going to use the Warrior as a battering ram. Especially for this one. Units? Yeah. Okay, Arcanist. Well... yeah, we're going to lean all in. At least for a little while. I'll worry about interest later. I think they changed how the mage works now. It feels better than it used to. I think it's because the mage doesn't strictly... Whoops. The mage doesn't strictly fire a projectile anymore. It seems to just kind of hit. Boy, that AoE bonus, though. I really does kind of feel like maybe I should go Swordsman after all. I'm not going to just because we're getting Mad Arcanist, like, right now. This is the elite. You know, I'm just gonna grab the Pyromancer just for the extra AoE, because it gets bigger. And we're gonna need that. Oh, well, there it goes. Got it. Arguably worth it. Now we just have to survive. There we go. Extra AoE? Units hit walls? No. All enemies are slower. Oh, these are tough. I'm gonna go for the amplified. Temporal chains would be amazing. However... let's see. There we go. Yeah, Pyro did work. Yep. It was a shame to lose it right then and there, but it did what it needed to. Ow. Unfortunately, I'm pretty sure it has, like, very low HP. Okay. Boy, those warrior AoEs are not small. Okay. Now I'm starting to see some oranges pop up. It's a little rough. Those guys can absolutely wreck me. I'd like to get another one, but we're probably going to be moving away from the Pyromancer. Boy, we're going to get the third level of Arcanist before before we even find another Sorcerer. Alright, Cleric. Please work with me on this one. Please get my warrior back up to snuff. Yeah, the other thing we might want to do is actually just pivot to Nuker. Mainly just because my AoE is so big. Bane. Give me another Voider. Void Rifts on death. No, but we can start re-rolling. Conjurer. Dual Gunner, Ranger, Rogue. Warden. Warden is the Sorcerer. Creates a force field around random unit that prevents enemies from entering. Ooh. Okay. I'll put another point into Magician. So somebody was wondering in one of my videos why I stop at 29, and the answer is if I re-roll for another 2, and then I find something that costs 4, it's going to put me below the... It's always the Pyromancer. That shield's kind of neat. I don't actually think it's something to care too much about, but still. Okay, there we go. I'm taking some serious damage here in a bad way. Yep. Wizard Cleric, let's go. At least the Wizard gets a lot stronger, and the Cleric only has to heal a bit. Oop. There we go. Now there's just one. There we go. Woo! Go Crucio. Okay, so I hate to do this, but I think we might want to respec hard. Maybe. Silencer. Curses 5 nearby enemies for 6 seconds, preventing them from using special abilities. It's like, it's a neat idea, but I need nukes. Crucio tank healer build sounds interesting. It could be. Like, do I want to lean in? No, I need AoEs. Okay, let's get rid of some things. Namely, the archer. Let's see, we don't care too much for the barrager. Forcer would be interesting, though. Already have a chronomancer. There we go. Okay. So, we've still got mage stuff, but I think I want to go mage, nuker, warrior. Somewhere kind of in that mix. But, like, half of my builds are AoE related, and I feel like I need to lean into that a lot harder than I have been. We also need way more healing. Well, that went poorly for me. That's what I get for hanging out right on a spawn point. Okay, so that's a charger, but that's fine. Yeah, I'm really digging the sorcerer. I should have put more into it. Let's see. More points into cleric? Yeah. I could also pick up vagrant. Let's see. Barbarian is good. Who do we lose for the barbarian? I mean, honestly, possibly the magician. Oh, or the Arcanist. We're gonna sell the Arcanist, grab a Barbarian. Okay, so now Mage Warrior with a little bit of healing and a lot of AoE. Okay, and then we'll go from there. Alright. Yeah, I think the issue with the Silencer is it needs a much larger range. Well, there goes the Pyromancer again. Okay. The warriors got mad. Ooh. There we go. Getting spooky. Alright. Juggernaut we liked. Magician. I do have Magician. Let's see. Don't care about those. Wizard. Oh. We already had one. Illusionist. Launches a projectile that does 13 damage and creates copies that do the same. Ooh. Yeah, it seems like Sorcerer is good. I just have to get there. And I'm not doing projectiles, so the Stormweaver is not amazingly good. Saboteur. Rogue Conjurer Nuker. Worth it. Okay, so now we end up with Nuker 4, Mage 4, Warrior. I almost feel like this would be a good Psykeeper run. Yeah, so the wizard is a nuker now? Looks like it. However, it doesn't have nearly as good of a special ability. Okay. Damn it. Damn it. Tough. Yeah, I think part of the problem is I didn't pick a team. So, I don't know if the Sorcerer is necessarily worth leaning into that much. But I'm going to go for it anyway. We're going to be losing a lot here. New Game Plus 2 and the New Game Plus 3 is going to be, like... We're going to have a worse and worse time as we go along here, but it's fine. Like, that's New Game Plus. I'm liking these orbs, though. I think we just got to get luckier and kind of plan ahead, as opposed to just picking abilities that seem good. It doesn't seem like sorcerers do much for AoEs. They very much are more about summoning these kind of projectile things that shoot. Yeah, the wizard is a new tower. They replaced it with the magician. Yeah. Let's grab a swordsman, put it in the front. This way I got a battering ram. Yeah, my other question is, what perks are going to be that useful on the sorcerer build? I guess anything that slows down enemies would do the trick. Yeah, I think for that last run, the big issue that I was running into was just the fact that I had a bunch of level 1s, and I hadn't really started to scale them up, and was even getting rid of my higher tier things. Sage. Do I want to change courses completely? Let's give it a shot. I've never done a Forcer build, and it just handed me... It just handed me one heck of a Forcer build. I just gotta keep distance, kind of heal. Definitely could use Priest or something. I think the other things that we could use specifically would be more attack speed so we actually trigger these abilities more often. And then anything that slows down enemies so I can just kind of wait. There we go. I guess, honestly, I might as well use the warrior at this point. Well, this is kind of fun. A little risky, but kind of fun. Call of the Void. I want to do damage over time. I'm going to go berserking. I think we might want to mix some warriors in here. Honestly, I'm just going to grab that. I don't really have a choice but to be kind of aggressive here. Well, that's kind of neat. Credit where credit is due. It is certainly effective. It's just also a little risky. A Chronomancer, I think, would be huge. Just to be able to actually get them to proc more often. Maybe. Let's see. Launcher. We already have. But is kind of what we need. Outlaw. Look, I'm just going to load up. Okay. So far, so kind of something. We've got some damage now, and we've got a lot of CC. What I'd like to get is... what is it? There's a melee character that specifically knocks enemies back when he attacks. He seems like he would be a solid contender here. Yeah, the one problem is that Force Curse... I think it's just the Forcer, if I remember right. The Launcher. Yeah, the big issue is that it's 4 seconds. That's tough. And that might actually be even longer because of the cursor. So we might want to get rid of the Jester. Yeah, I'll do it. I like the idea of it. But this way we get some extra healing. Oh, these are bad places to be. Okay. Unfortunately, I don't see this group being particularly good against elites. Like, I'm just gonna get consumed here. Unless the elite no longer summons dudes. Yeah. Level 6 elite. I like the idea of the Forcer. It can't be that one. I mean, starting Beastmaster could be kind of interesting. Unfortunately, I don't think Beastmaster... Yeah. Beastmaster is not exactly the most viable start.